Yeah, I'm excited to the opportunity, but at the end of the day, you still got to do your preparation and make sure you're prepared when you do have the opportunity on Sunday.
Tony, can you talk about the
Running backs, and so I don't really like to get into comparisons or anything like that. I think that they both fit really well in our scheme. I think they're both different from a running back like Leon. You know, Leon's able to do some things that a lot of guys in this league can't do. But those two guys are both power runners. They both have speed. They both can, break away, and they both shown that this year. For me, as far as having to adjust to either one of them, I really don't have to do it because, my biggest thing is just move the linebacker out of the way, and both of those guys are going to pound it up in there and, make big plays. And so it's just been fun. It's been exciting, working with this offensive line and opening holes for those two guys because they've definitely taken advantage of the opportunities.
Speaking specifically of Jones, though, how key is he going to be? Like the 4th down and 1 conversion that got you guys to this point where you're at right now. How key will he be coming into the AFC Championship?
Well, it's huge. You look at a guy like TJ, and he's been in this game before and actually won it and, went to the Super Bowl with Chicago. And so when that 4th and 1 came up, to me, it was no question whose hands you're going to put the ball in because he's been in these big games. Coach trusted him. Coach trusted the offense and, in general. And, we gave it to TJ. And I told him today, I said, TJ, we're really going to lean on you a lot this week because, you've been in this game before. Guys like Alan Faneca's been in this game and won it. Damian Woody has been in this game and won it. Obviously, Izzo, they've won Super Bowls. And so, the leadership that Thomas is providing for us has just been tremendous. And I'm leaning on him a lot. Obviously, I'm the senior guy of the team, but, he's been in this game before and he knows what it takes to win it.
Thank you.
Till next season, until after the season's over.
If you guys win it all, would that be would you think
about
walking away?
I haven't even crossed my mind. Yeah.
Have you shed any light to some of the young guys who are obviously experiencing the playoffs for the first time and getting this far?
Yeah, the biggest thing I've been telling them since we made it into the playoffs is obviously savor the moment and enjoy it, but at the same time respect it because these things don't come around too often, especially with a good football team like we have. And so just the biggest thing is don't take anything for granted. If there's some extra studying you can do, some extra preparation you can do, do it because at the end of the day, some teams have been in the off season now for 3 weeks, and we're fortunate enough to still be playing. And so so having this opportunity, you want to make the most of it because you don't know when it's going to come back around again.
What are your impressions of the development of Mark and Sean as young kids who have really blossomed here?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing what you're starting to see now is that obviously they've had 4 preseason games, 16 regular season games under their belt. So really, they're not rookies to me anymore. This is a new season. Obviously, it's 2010. Really, it's the start of their sophomore year if you look at it that way. And I think they both benefited from having the opportunity to play through a 16-game season. Have there been highs and lows, of course, but I think they've all benefited, and I think they're really one of the main reasons why we're here today. Obviously, Sean's been great for us, and Mark's, I think, has just been playing outstanding football and smart football for us, so it's really helped us out a lot.
Talk to me about Rex. Besides what we see, what's so great about him?
Well, I think the one thing that, with Rex is that, he, which a lot of sides that people don't really know and don't see, is how much he really cares about the players. I think that when we come to work, we know that obviously Mr. Johnson's provided us a great work environment, but anytime there's a situation for scheduling or if there's a decision made for the players, he always wants what's best for the players, and that's rare. A lot of times, different coaches will say, what's best for individual certain situations, but Rex is always like, what do the players want, what do they need, and he genuinely cares. If a guy gets nicked up, he's always in the training room asking like, how's he doing, how you doing, so a coach cares about you. It makes you want to go out and run through a wall for him. Yeah.
How is Schottenheimer different from other guys you've been around, or what makes him kind of stand out?
Well, I think the biggest thing with Shotty is that it's in his blood. Obviously, when I came into the league, my second year in the league in '95, his dad was my head coach, and so I've been knowing Shotty since he was, at the University of Florida, and so being around football, he's been around a lot of football. Obviously from his dad being a head coach, his brother or his uncle Kurt being a defensive guy now. He's a coordinator up in San Francisco. So he's just been around football his entire life. And when you look at a guy like that, he's definitely learned a lot from his dad, but he also has his own fingerprint on what we do. And I'm proud of him, happy for him. Just to see his growth and just to see how far he's really got this offense going.
And his dad said he's a little bit more like his mother. Did you see a lot of differences between him and his dad? Or?
Yeah, his dad was more of actually Marty was a really emotional guy. it wasn't rare to see him shed a tear. Shotty is a fiery guy. We hadn't really seen that emotion out of him yet, but and of course he's still young. Marty was he was a guy that really got us motivated and got us going. But I see some similarities in their coaching style, and I also see some differences. But that's the thing. Obviously, when you're a son of a head coach or a son of a football player, you always want to kind of pull away a little bit and do your own thing. And I think Shotty's done a great job for us.
Tony, when you got the 4th and 1,
just
Oh,
I mean, jumping, leaping, arms in the air, hugging Rex. Like, that was the most I thought I saw.
Yeah.
You didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it. It was,
Okay.
Did
you get mugged on the play? Was that your?
No, I think I broke the linebacker's shoulder.
Oh,
Go back and watch that.
Okay.
Yeah, he went down like this.
Oh, no.
But that was big. I mean, we watched that play a couple times, and just to see the offensive line the way we needed 1 yard. I think we got 3 or 4.
Yeah,
that was huge. Yeah, so it was a big play in the game for us. But it doesn't surprise me that Shotty was hugging and everything. Think about the emotions for him to go back into San Diego. I mean, he wants to work there, so I know it meant a lot to him for us to win that game.
Peter King wrote on Sports Illustrated that he saw him in the hallway pick up the cell phone, and he must have dialed it and just heard him say, "Dad, that was for you."
Could've
and
been.
he was like
Yeah.
emotional and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
that's kind of a neat moment for
It's
them.
a great moment. Yeah.